He's just 3 weeks into his presidency, and he's already attacking America's enemies, starting with the judicial branch. After a federal judge blocked his definitely not a Muslim ban, Trump angrily took to Twitter to call him a so-called judge. Of course, being from reality TV, Trump doesn't consider someone a real judge unless they're sitting next to Howie Mandel. Even Trump's own Supreme Court pick, Neil Gorsuch, doesn't like Trump attacking judges. He told a U.S. senator that Trump's comments were disheartening and demoralizing. Yeah. Adding, go Nordstrom. Gorsuch's comments were made to Connecticut Senator and man carved from a single piece of wood, Richard Blumenthal. And after Blumenthal spilled the beans, Trump tweeted, Senator Richard Blumenthal, who never fought in Vietnam when he said for years he had, major lie, now misrepresents what Judge Gorsuch told him, question mark? No, he did not, period. Because a spokesman for Gorsuch confirmed the judge had said it. But I don't know how to say this. Trump is right about something. Oh. Feels like my heart is crying. Because here's the deal. Senator Blumenthal did claim he served in Vietnam when, in reality, he was in the Marine Reserve in Washington, D.C., where he did things like fixing a campground and organizing a Toys for Tots drive. So he didn't see combat, but his G.I. Joes did. Okay, they were fighting Cobra. But if I were Donald Trump, I wouldn't bring up Vietnam. Because even though he went to military school and knows more than the generals, he was granted 5 draft deferments, including 1 for bone spurs in his heels. Trump's tragic Nam story is captured in the film Apocalypse Ow! Trump, good film. Have you seen that? Have you seen that film? Very good.
It was a nice one, man. Real nice film.
The horror. Trump may not have a lot of any government experience, but people elected him because he's a businessman. He knows money, is what I once imagined. Because according to the Huffington Post, recently, Trump was confused about the dollar. Was it a strong one that's good for the economy or a weak one? Quick follow-up question. Should a president know stuff or not know stuff? I don't know which one of those two. Now, obviously, as the President of the United States, Trump has literally hundreds of economic advisors working for him, but instead, he called his national security advisor, Mike Flynn, at 3 a.m. Now, that must have been annoying, but still better than Flynn getting a 3 a.m. text from Trump that says, you up? I find it hard to believe that the President of the United States is up late at night, calling the wrong people for answers to basic questions. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's me. I should have turned that. Hold on. I'm gonna call. Hello?
Stephen, hi, Donald Trump here.
Mr. President, this is such a surprise.
Yeah, well, I wanted to ask you, is it 3 branches of government or 4?
That would be 3, sir. The executive, legislative, and the judicial.
Hey, got another one. Is it more rock and less talk, or more talk and less rock?
It's more talk.
Okay, lightning round. When pizza's on a bagel, can you have pizza anytime?
You're the president. I'm sure you can have pizza anytime you want, sir.
Okay, what came first, Frasier or Cheers?
That would be Cheers.
Okay, last one. There are 2 guards. One of them only tells the truth, and one of them only tells lies. Which one do I make my press secretary?
Mr. President, I'm so sorry. I've got to do my show.
Okay, that's okay. I got to go to I'm calling a joint session of Congress to find out why there isn't Mountain Dew in the White House water fountains. Click.
Did you just say click?
Yeah, I'm still here. Just one more question. How do you hang up a phone?
Donald Trump, everybody. We got a great show for you tonight.